Hey guys, so the Guildmaster with Iron Foot here today. Yep. Woo! One of the first recorded games in the house. So
Guildhall.
Yeah, the Guildhall is open. So we have some videos coming out to you guys. We're getting ready for Historicon, Boltaction, the national qualifier. So the other video you'll see before this one, 1775, one infantry platoon max, one armed platoon. It has to be 775 points. So we're playing Iron Foot. You're playing what, Americans?
Americans with some armored infantry, rangers, and every 50 cal I can muster.
Okay, if you want to go over your list, we'll go over our list, guys, because they've already put the mission packet out, and we're playing the last one, which is Breakthrough. I went over my list before, but I'll go over it again in the video. But yeah, go over your one, because yours is on theme.
Company commander with a buddy, they're regular.
Okay.
Platoon commander, 5-man, all SMGs, they're veteran.
Okay.
10-man armored infantry at regular with a BAR.
Nice.
12-man armored infantry with a BAR.
Okay.
My rangers with 3 SMGs, they are veteran.
Okay.
10-man. Air Force forward observer.
Okay.
Bazookas, both regular.
Gotcha.
3 M3 half tracks, transport 12 with 50 cals, all regular. Ignore the side machine guns.
Okay.
Regular armored platoon with the Command M8 Greyhound with extra Pinto HMG.
Okay.
3 M10s that will have Pinto HMGs.
Nice.
And the good old-fashioned M16 meat chopper.
Meat chopper.
All regular.
Nice.
The only weakness is it's all open-topped.
Okay.
So every pin will hurt.
Okay. So you pretty much every 50 cal's firing pretty much in the list. And 50 cals are really kind of the new meta. They're really good. That meat chopper, the only kind of bad part is you have so much pintle mount. It might affect your AA.
Yeah, we got a lot of nervous pilots that we're calling in. They're going, you want us to go where?
Yeah.
No.
And this is a modified list that you had before, because the other one you were running an intelligence officer, correct?
Yes, we had an intelligence officer, and then the command squad was not veteran and had a hodgepodge of weapons. But that 50-50, we're going to see how it goes with the veteran command squad that's designed to get in and take names.
Yeah, definitely. Because it seemed like that the intelligence officer was too kind of hit or miss.
Yeah,
it felt like
deal.
Yeah, and it feels like it should. I think you still keep it until you use it. You know what I mean? That's how I feel.
Got that random chance element, which I do enjoy playing black shirts usually.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I do like the random chance, but for an event like this, gotta be serious.
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun, and both of our lists are on theme. And it's a national qualifier. I don't know if I'll make it to nationals or not, but we're gonna try. We'll go over my list and the board. So I'm running my DAK finally. So I have 1 infantry platoon. So I have a command squad veteran with a Guildhall, so that the mountain troops. 3 SMGs, 2 rifles, and I have the cameraman, which he's just a rifleman. A 6-man Bilderberg squad, so I have them with turbines because they're undercover. Then I have 2 10-man squads of infantry. One of them is mechanized. They have 3 subs, a light machine gun, and they have a regular truck. And yes, that's the Fiesta. So apparently, in North Africa, any vehicle is fair game. If it could run, didn't matter what side it was, both sides were using them. So it's on theme to have an Italian vehicle. Next squad, 10-man regular squad, light machine gun, and 1 SMG. And that's also regular. Also in the squad, the special edition sniper guy, but he's just a mountain dude, veteran. 2 light mortars that are regular. 1 anti-tank rifle that's veteran with mountain troop. And they kind of round it off, a 5-man 5th column. And yes, those are Arabic looking dudes that are from War Games Atlantic. They did have a demo charge, but got rid of it because it just couldn't get it to work right. So they're just infiltrators. 2nd platoon's heavy weapons, regular LT with a rifle, 3 anti-tank rifles, all veterans, all with mountain troop training. 2 light two medium mortars with the spotters that are regular, 1 regular machine gun with the flak rule, so I can shoot my little bit of AA, and then going over the arm platoon, 1 veteran Tiger with Tiger Ace or Panzer Ace. He's the command vehicle, so he gets the +1. A regular Panzer III, which is the 8 armored vehicle. It has the extra coax, so it's like a little bit of a DAK Panzer. A veteran 8 rad with autocannon, and then a regular 222. It also has flak, and apparently the whole mount does. So the machine gun or the autocannon, which is weird because it just says flak and it's all one piece. Whatever, guys. I mean,
rules be rules.
Yeah, rules. And I'm still kind of thinking, if I'm firing an anti-aircraft, I'm still thinking the machine gun's a better bet with 8 shots.
Yeah.
You just need hits to knock something out of the air, which that's a whole nother ball game. But that's the force. It's 1774. I'm 1 point off.
I'm 2 points off, 1773.
Oh, maybe they'll let us like give each other a point. We can get by another like another SMG.
Command point reroll.
Right, and there's 21 order dice, guys. So we'll see how this goes.
21 against 15.
Whew. The board, it's kind of like a little bit open. I'm saying these hedgerows block line of sight. Some trees. I just kind of put a row of some craters, some hills, and some crop fields. And we can kind of adjust it so we can have a little more line of sight blocking terrain, stuff like that. But we're going to be doing breakthrough. When we come back, we'll kind of have the board set up, because I think there's preliminary bombardments, there's guys on the table.
Prepare position, preliminary bombardments, infiltrators, all the good stuff.
Okay. Oh, one of the new FAQ things, Rangers do get their move before bombardment.
Yes.
That's completely confirmed.
Rangers lead the way.
Yeah. And then the 8 rad has inexperienced points, but I'm not running inexperienced. But we'll be back. All right, guys, so we got set up on the board here. And we did preliminary bombardment already. In reserves, I have my Tiger, the Panzer III, a truck with an anti-tank rifle, another anti-tank rifle off to the side, and the mech squad. They're in reserve. On my side, the 8 rad mortars are over here. They took a pin apiece. The spotter for that mortar is here. Light mortar officer in the crater with a pin. These guys have 1 pin. These guys were missed somehow. Command squad took a pin. Light mortar was missed. 222 was missed. Anti-tank rifle took a pin over here. Light mortar took 2 pins. Bilderbergs took 2. Medium machine gun took 1. My sniper, another spotter are here. And then the I don't know, the Chud move or the Chad move. I put my 5th column infiltrators in the crop field. Now they can't run off the board first turn, and they can't be snapped first, but they're there.
And they did not take anything from the bombardment.
No. So we read the rules. Fun fact, guys: if you put your units in your enemy deployment zone, you still roll for them. It just says any units in the zone. Doesn't specify friend or foe. So I rolled 4, but I rolled a 1. So go over what you have, brother, and we'll just kind of.
The Rangers did their thing. They led the way. They're kind of protected by the trees there from at least the worst of that vehicle and can maybe start causing trouble. Company command with the 10-man squad is here, ready to move up. My Wolverines are spread out, 2 of them. The ones on each flank took 2 pins. The middle guy took nothing, which was good. The empty half track took 2, and then my other squad took 1 in reserve. I have my assault command team, my bazooka and their transport, Greyhound and the meat chopper. Air observer, he's ready to try and throw some trouble over there if he survives. There's a special edition sniper ready to draw a bead.
He's ready.
But yeah, basically just trying to cover because I'm definitely outdiced, and hopefully stop the German waves from getting into the second positions and the support elements behind us.
All right then. We'll all see who has first turn then.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
No, that's right. I've been playing so many other games, guys. I was like, oh, you don't see us first turn. We'll be back after first turn.
After first turn.
All right, that was the end of turn 1. A lot of craziness has happened.
Watch out.
So for a synopsis, this squad moved up. They engaged the spotter and killed him. My sniper had engaged the spotter and put a pin but didn't hurt him. Command squad moved up, tried to engage that squad in the woods. Mortar hit him with a round, put 2 pins on him and killed some dudes. That M10 fired. My guy Reckied up here and got some cover from it and made a cover save. This guy got hit with a 50 cal shot but didn't get hurt. Put them on ambush because the 222's blocking them. Bilderbergs ran up. These guys ran up, put a shot into the half track, putting a pin on it. But subsequently, the squad dismounted, engaged, killed 1 dude. They made their leadership. Rangers ran up after leading the way, killed the officer in the crater, and also unranged in both mortars that was ranging in on them. Let's see what else happened. My terrorist survived, and probably one of the hard parts of the game.
A Wolverine on 2 pins failed his order check, backed up because we had enemies in the front arc.
Just them guys here ran them backwards.
Killed them. That's the risk with putting it on the edge. I took a risk on both Wolverines. They had 2 pins each. He did it. He
ran backwards.
Turn 1, I'm down 2 dice from my 15 already. 1 because of cowardice and 1 because of German firepower.
Yeah. I lost that lieutenant that's in charge of the heavy weapons. This guy here rallied. I was afraid of backing up as well. We're going on to turn 2. We're going to pick up our dice. Reserves are available now. And Bilderbergs will be active for their shenanigans. So we'll be back after turn 2, guys. Is there anything else that we want to cover real quick of turn 1, or is it? We think we got it all.
Preparatory bombardment. Preparatory bombardment's a strong roll still.
Oh yeah. Somehow none of us rolled a 6, and with all the rolls that Iron Foot had to make, I didn't take any 6s.
No direct hits were made.
You know what that means? They're all going to save up for the tournament.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, we're going to go into turn 2. Reserves are active. We'll be back.
Yes.
So that's the end of turn 2. That was pretty crazy. A lot of stuff died. The terrorizers got off the board, although not with lack of trying. The meat chopper you rolled up.
Rolled a bunch of hits, rolled a bunch of wounds. But the energy in the Guildhall goes to the master.
Yeah, I'm going to say the Bloodstone did it. The Bloodstone magic. I literally rolled. I only lost 2 guys. I made 4 cover saves. And then he was just like, I'm out of here. And then they just walk off the table. Yep. Over here was some shooting. 8-Rad ran up because of Recce. He got shot up by the Greyhound. The Rangers then proceeded to knock out the light mortar. Then the Panzer III showed up, actually shot 2 Rangers. My truck failed to come off the extra dudes. This anti-tank rifle, who was wounded, knocked out the thing and killed one of the command guys. These guys kind of moved up, kind of fired, didn't do much. Over here, another pin, got another mortar round dropped. Machine gun from the Tiger coming on, put a pin on them. Bilderbergs ran out and then got clapped by 50 cal fire.
No main gun hits were scored.
No. And then this dude kind of got, he's dumb. That's kind of it for the turn, really.
Everything of mine is on the table except for what ran off earlier.
Yeah, that damn tank. And I still have 3 units off the board. They're on a truck though, so we're going on a turn 3. It's kind of pretty chaotic. It is kind of hard recording these guys unless you do a full stream, and we don't have to set up right now. I don't think the camera would do good on that fan. So we'll be back after turn 3. Like we're getting into meat and potatoes.
And we have a foobar.
We had our first foobar. You rolled a 1, and because of your pins though, I had you shoot your half track.
No damage was
no
done.
damage because you missed.
Veteran Rangers with 2 pins managed to foobar.
And the guy you were shooting at was this lonely spotter. No, and he was just like, not much has moved. Yeah, he ran back here because of the scary meat chopper. I got a pin on him. He moved up. I put a pin on him from, believe it or not, the tiger hit him, but he rolled a cover save because there's a wreck in the way. This guy ran up, shot him with a rifle, put a pin on, but failed to kill him. These guys ran up, put some shots on, but you rallied. My snipers killed almost all the officers.
Yes, everybody is down a commander.
Yeah.
Except for my command squad.
Except for the command squad. Well, you're kind of blocked, but now that he's kind of come closer, I might try to peel your company commander off. These guys moved up to shoot. Bilderberg somehow survived 5 submachine guns. These guy ran up because he's a chucklehead. Sniper's been killing people. Probably the big part of the game, this guy's went down.
Went down on a 1-pin order check.
Yep, yeah, he reversed, but luckily he's far enough up he didn't have to run off the board. And then, yeah, them guys failed again. So, we're at turn 4 now. Yeah, we'll be back. So that's it, guys. We kind of called it.
I was getting slammed.
Yeah,
my order dice were not with me.
Yeah, the last bit there, we were failing leaderships. These guys finally come on, knocked out the half track, put 2 wounds on them, and then the 8 rad drove up, just got enough line of sight and blew the tracks and the engine out of that guy, the old meat chopper.
Command squad
ran away.
Yep. Took 2 casualties out of 4, and then rolled boxcars.
It was just an uphill battle. And something about this mission, fam, guys, in this one, kill dice aren't being counted. So it's just stuff in your enemy's DMZ and off board. So like, even though like we were both even on kill dice, which in the other mission would have been 4 points apiece, they don't count in this mission. It's getting across the board, and unfortunately I did that one cheap trick.
Hey, it works.
And granted, it won't happen all the time, but I think if I get, and if there's a gap, even if not, I'm going to put the infiltrators somewhere far enough or up the field to where I'm going to get close to something. Plus, too, I think this mission, a lot of folks will put stuff in reserve because they're afraid of, well, I know I put a lot of my vehicles in reserve.
I paid for not doing it by taking 1 off the board because of that.
Right, and then other people, I don't know how many times I know I've lost tanks to preparatory bombardment. A lot.
Yeah, he already get with the 3 points off with your initial dudes. I have no way of making it forward in the limited turn time with what you have.
And I still have 2 turns left.
Yep.
And I have 2 units over halfway. That 222 is going to start driving around the backfield here in a second. Except that there's a rock ledge we count as rough terrain, so I couldn't go off the edge. And then my anti-tank rifle guy, because we built this for this mission, me and Jace, simply because with them being mountain troops, they can run. I can go full 12, and I can go through multiple pieces of rough terrain with no penalty. And quite frankly, a lot of people's events, they'll have small kidneys like this to where you can probably get clear through it no problem. You know?
And you have to clear your opponent's point total by 2.
Yeah.
So even getting a unit in there into your deployment zone would not have affected the outcome. It still would have been scored as a victory. I would just needed to get 2 in or 1 off.
Yeah.
And keep you from doing anything on this side.
Right.
Which was getting kind of difficult.
Yeah, I neutralized a lot of your infantry pretty
mortars.
Yeah, well, what hurt too is that squad in the wood line. That for 2 turns, that light mortar just shredded them.
Spacing out is important.
I'm gonna say probably that's on us too, because we should probably make some bigger pieces of terrain, like woods and stuff like that.
Yeah, 50%.
Yeah.
I could have spread out and kept more than half in there. Would have limited the effectiveness. Because getting 4 guys under a 1-inch template takes some skill.
Unfortunately, not. It's not the skill you want.
Did that 3 times, I believe.
Yeah, because you had to go
2
down
here and then 1 there.
Yeah.
I failed an order with my command vehicle, no less.
Luckily, he was at such an angle he could back up and not get affected.
That was the failed order I couldn't think of.
Yeah, it's. I have 21 order dice, but I bleed dice. But unfortunately, for my opponent, it doesn't matter. And unless Mike changed it last minute, which I don't think he will, because then in that case, like, I'm gonna lose a ton of 2-man units. But I mean, I don't know.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Getting off the board, it'll matter in tiebreaker.
Yeah.
If it comes down to it, but.
Right.
I think infiltrators and a lot of dice is a long way to go.
As much as I'm going on theme, I really optimize this list. Honestly, like I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, even though they said it's kind of fun, we're playing for a national, that's your bad part. They want you to play fun, but this is for a national qualifier.
Gotta.
You know what it be?
Just a little bit.
You're like, maybe I won't put quite as many chips in the dagger, but I did optimize this list with your help.
That's how it works. And you end up winning on the backs of one of the crew.
Listen, dude, the way I look at it, if any one of us win, it's a whole crew thing, dude.
Absolutely.
It's a whole crew, dude.
100%.
And I still know if Dave's going, or I mean the kilt. But if any one of our crew goes, to me, I'll be over the moon, dude.
Absolutely.
I'll be over the moon.
We win as a group.
Yeah. I don't really have any final thoughts, man. Like, you did everything you were supposed to. It's just your dice left you. The dice left you, and then the dice, dude. That's literally what it was. And
Cover your deployment zones.
Yeah.
Mind the infiltrators.
That might have been your only hiccup. The bad part is I out-infiltrate you, so I literally can hold off with my sniper until your air observer comes in.
Yeah, that's the other thing is snipers still have a point. As much as it's being debated, I will firmly cast the vote that snipers belong in lists.
Well, in this case, I killed the air observer. I knocked out both sergeants, which actually had effect with leadership over there. And then I almost clapped a company commander. So, like, they're still there. They're still relevant. I think people are mad that you can't one-shot whole squads of guys, like of team weapons. And quite frankly, you shouldn't have been able to. But it's gone now, so it's a moot point.
But if you have, I think if there are special weapons within the squad, maybe being able to target them in addition to the NCO.
You should be able to that way, like once the NCO is dead.
I will say that, like, if a sniper sees a flamethrower in a squad,
absolutely,
I have to reckon he's going to go for
absolutely. I 100% agree. Or if anything else, let snipers target guys in open top vehicles. That might be too powerful. Ooh. But here's the other part. Snipers also can knock out regular mortar and artillery spotters. They can still be killed. So something to remember, guys. Whatever veterancy the mortar is, or the artillery piece, that's the same veterancy as those guys. Granted, they're always considered down and hidden all the time with infiltrate. So they're probably always on 2s. But that's when the sniper comes in.
Let's say no saves.
Yep, no cover save.
Yep, point, shoot, death.
Yeah.
That was a rough. I did myself no favors, but the dice also granted me no boons. Well, so I'll take both lumps.
Well, it sucks because you feel bad because turn 1, that tank's just, the Wolverine's like, you know what, I'm going home.
Yep.
I'm done with this artillery bull ass. And it literally cost this section over here.
Yeah, next pull you took out my
sniper
observer, so
yep.
Yeah, that was It was a dicey start.
Mm-hmm. Losing the air observer, I think, was really, really huge, because that would have slowed my whole advance down. I wouldn't have crossed the board like I am. Now, granted, you have like 8 aircraft guns.
And the meat chopper was in reserve. That counts for something.
You're right. Your meat chopper wouldn't have done anything.
I would have only had what, 2?
You would have had
450 cows.
You had 450 cows with a 48-inch bubbles. Well, to be fair, we're going to see double air observer, I think.
Oh yes.
So, you're going to be able to shoot down aircraft.
Yes.
You should be able to, no problem. So the meat choppers on the board. Good luck getting an airstrike in on you, because the meat chopper's 360, and all your penalties for Americans are 360. So you don't have a
if an
arc
airstrike
issue.
comes in, I've done something very poorly, or the game is already on the wrong foot.
But the only thing you have to worry about is a pin. That's the only thing that affects airstrike shooting. I mean, anti-aircraft. So then it goes from 5s to 6s, which, I mean, 20. Well, also, you get full rate of fire. Full rate of fire, which is 6 for HMGs.
6
24 for the chopper.
24. Yeah.
I would love for you to put like an orc riding chopper on the side.
I think my only orcs are the old 2nd or 3rd edition ones, so they're the
yeah, they might fit there.
Probably would, actually.
Any closing thoughts, Iron Foot? Like, what do you think, man?
I think infiltrators are strong in every mission. Infiltrators will, at the very least, change your opponent, especially the squad infiltrators.
That changed the entire of this game. It really did. And the fact that you can put infiltrators anywhere, including your opponent's zone, that's pretty strong.
Very strong.
Very strong. Even if the missions you're not running off the board.
No.
All right, we'll try.
The road to Historicon continues.
Whew. Sorry we didn't do a very good job of covering that road, but as you see, I'm getting the house moved back in. We'll try to get another maybe game or 2 recorded before then, and then maybe the night before, if we're able to meet up, maybe get a video, like our final thoughts. And then you're contemplating your Italians, right?
It's been kicking around, because then I get super heavy AT guns, a lot more dice, and some more infiltrators with templates.
Yeah.
But
plus 2, you stop people from running on the board.
Yeah, first wave you can still run, but anything that starts on the board cannot run first turn.
Okay.
So it will come into play in most of the missions.
This one it would, I feel.
And if I start on the board, I can start an ambush.
Yeah, so and how long is the deadline before we have to have our things in?
That is a very good question. I do not have the answer.
We'll figure it out. Well, this is only just July 2nd, for we're dating it. This is July 2nd.
Should still be time.
I think there is. I think it's like up to the 15th.
Well, that's good.
We'll look. But all right, guys, my thing is literally ticking down. If you like what we do, the whole like, share, subscribe.
Yep.
Channel. I'm closing the Etsy store. Etsy just sucks. I didn't have the Printify up, and the eBay store I closed. So if you want to support us, we're gonna have shirts up. If not, just like tell us we suck or we're doing good. We like all comments. The only one that might feel upset is the kilt. You know what I mean? You make fun of vehicles and their rivets, you might get mad. But nah, I got nothing else, man.
Yep. Keep rolling.
Yep.
Roll the dice.
Yep. All right, guys. Until next time, this is the Guildmaster with
Iron Foot.
And like always, seize the objective.